From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second and 7 from the 20. Here's Winston. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Winston now. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing Jones. On the move to his left. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To throw, Winston. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion right is Thomas. On 3rd down, Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go play action. Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said you lead the points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
21.
First carry now for Pierre Strong. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly broke down for a nice little gain. 3rd down and 13. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Here we go. 11. 21.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Winston. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent drive there, 18 yards. Not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into him. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now on first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7. Jameis to throw it. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Winston. Smith catches left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 22-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Winston. And that is incomplete.
These guys had to set up for a field goal the last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this try. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. The kick by Lutz is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Isaiah Rodgers. Touchdown, LA. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun. This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones going to change it up here. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Back back to it after the pick six. Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Winston. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jones looking to change the play.
Strong again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now an audible here into something else.
21.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A short throw there to Strange.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
12.
In motion left, Claypool.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Handoff, Strong running left.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go with Strong.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Give up the middle to Strong.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, the run was Strong.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
11.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Toss left side for Strong. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by Olave. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
21.
Running left, it's Strong. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21.
Straight ahead is Strong. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. The Rams on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones wants to change it up. Going with Strong on the counter. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
11.
Here's Strong one more time. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Strong. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Pierre Strong. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle to Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Winston. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith from 8 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Jones going to change it up here. Second down here, Strong once more. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll go again with Strong. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
21, 21, 21. 12, 12, 12.
A give running right is Strong here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Great time.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11.
They'll toss it outright to Strong.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Wait. Flip. 3, 17.
1st down, Winston.
Connecting with Johnson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
3, 17. 30. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 20.
A 1st down throw for Winston.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Wait.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
To the air again with Winston. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a